On Thursday, the 9th of March, Jahan Bakhsh Sultanzadeh and Behnam Bagheri, two civil rights activists, were arrested by the security agents in Maku. On Saturday, the 11th of May, Moshtaba Malaki, the prosecutor of Public and Revolutionary Court of Kermanshah, announced the execution by hanging of a man who was charged with rape. Following ever-increasing security and confrontation with political activists in different cities, on Monday the 13th of May, Jawad Abu Ali and Muhammad Danai, two political and civil rights activists, were arrested in city of Behbahan. Masood Shamsnejad, a senior court attorney and a lecturer at Azad and Payam Noor University in Urumia city, on Thursday the 9th of May was arrested and interrogated by the security agents and transferred to the central prison of Urumia.
On Monday the 13th of May, Abdullah Sadouri, a civil rights activist from the city of Tabriz, was arrested at his house by the security forces. On Tuesday the 14th of May, Dr. Ghazem Sholeh Saadi, the 11th presidential election candidate, was summoned to the Intelligence Ministry. Previously, Sholeh Saadi, a political activist, has been accused of insulting the Supreme Leader of the Islamic Republic of Iran by publishing a famous letter in 2001, as a result of which he was sentenced to jail for a period of time by the Revolutionary Court due to propaganda. On Thursday the 9th of May, Babak Roghani made an appearance in Branch 1 of the Namin City Court and was charged with the following: acting against national security, propaganda, associations with anti-Iranian government groups, collaborating with aggressor governments, and the consumption of alcohol. On Wednesday the 15th of May, 3 prisoners, named Hamid Sariyari from Section 1, Majid Shir Kanlu from Section 2, and Nasiri from Section 6, who were charged with murder, were executed in the Raji Shah prison of Karaj. On Wednesday the 8th of May, Ilkar Mozenzadeh, an Azerbaijani poet and novelist, was arrested at his house by the security forces in the city of Meshkin Shar. On Wednesday the 15th of May, the death sentence of a prisoner, M.T., who was charged with murder, was carried out in the city of Nushar, in the presence of the public prosecutor, the city police commander, the head of the prison, and the forensic representative of the city of Nushar. The parents of the victim were also present. On Monday the 15th of May, 7 prisoners charged with the possession, transportation and selling of drugs were executed by hanging in the central prison of Rasht. On Tuesday, the 7th of May, the intelligence officers of Gorgan City raided the house of Parisa Shahidi, a Baha'i citizen from Gorgan City. The officers arrested and transferred Parisa to an unknown location after searching her house. In recent days, all the health and beauty products of a beauty shop were confiscated. The beauty shop in question belongs to Hushman Sanai, who is a Baha'i resident of the city of Bojnud. Rahim Eliassi, a Kurdish political prisoner in Raja Shah prison of Karaj, was physically abused for the second time by the prisoners from the hall number 10 of the prison. On Monday the 13th of May, the hearing session of 22 Gonabadi dervishes from Kavar city was held by the judge Kashkuli in order to investigate their cases. Sirvan Hossein Panahi and Shirzad Hossein Panahi, two Kurdish civil activists charged with propaganda against the Islamic Republic of Iran at the Revolutionary Court of Sanandaj, were both sentenced to 6-month imprisonment. On Monday the 6th of May, Sayyid Ibrahim Bahrami, a Gonabadi dervish from the city of Kavar, was arrested at his workplace by the security forces and undercover agents without any judicial order. It has been reported that as a result of recent shootings towards cars of Kurdish traders by the military forces of the Islamic Republic of Iran, which took place on the route from Saveh to Tehran, one Kurdish trader lost his life and one was critically injured. Furthermore, the brother of the victim was released on bail for 1,200,000,000 tomans soon after he was arrested. Recently, a number of students have been suspended from the University of Semnan, some of whom had only 2 terms left until the end of their studies. As the presidential election approaches, a new round of pressure on students has begun. Mohammad Bagher Ghalibaf, the mayor of Tehran and a candidate for the upcoming presidential election, has made a clear confession about his suppression of students on the 9th of July in 1999. Ghalibaf emphasized that orders to attack and shoot students on the campus were proposed by him. He then stated that, in 1999, following the event of Kuye Danishgah, I hit people with a stick while riding my 1000cc motorbike. Recent news indicates that more than 60 reporters and technical staff from sitters and journalists have gone on hunger strike as a result of not being paid 2 months' wages due to the dishonesty of the management. On Monday the 13th of May, 3 newspapers named Bahar, Sharq and Garnoon, who were affiliated with the Reformists, were issued a warning by the Press Supervisory Board. Following the recent arrest and prison sentence of 3 members of the House of Literature organization, 2 further members were also imprisoned. Mohsen Qash Ghaizadeh and Mohammad Reza Ahmadi, charged with assembly and collusion, were imprisoned for 2 years and 3 years respectively. Mohammed Bagheri, a board member of the Workers' Trade Union, has talked about a gathering of construction workers in the Sayyid Osho Hada Mosque on Shariati Avenue in the Tehran Pars area, which took place on the 10th of May. According to this labour activist, these workers were protesting against the negligence of government towards their demands. On the 11th of May, more than 150 construction workers from the Khan Gold Contractors, which is related to the Zagros Steel Melting Company, in representation of the 273 workers of the company, protested against the government's failure to pay their wages for the last 3 months by gathering in front of the Khorver government building. On Saturday, the 11th of May, Sanandaj city taxi drivers went on strike by turning off their cars from the beginning of Nabovat Avenue to Kairusan Crossway and staged a protest in front of the taxi station. On Monday, the 13th of May, 150 bus drivers from the Tehran Bus Company, along with their families, gathered in front of the Tehran municipality in order to protest against the increase of rent to 25,000 tomans per square metre. Ahmad Reza Naqibzadeh, a member of the City Council of Shiraz, announced the closure of the Cars Safety Belt Company, Akshan Shiraz, despite the employment of 500 workers, and said the closure would be a disaster for the Fars County.
Ali Asghar Khorramrui, a chief of public safety and security of the city of Hamadan, has stated, in a move to increase security, dealing with wearing improper hijab in the city has increased by 60% compared to other days before. Haydar Asai, a public prosecutor of City of Semnan in the Committee of Court for Protection of Social Justice, announced the implementation of 32 projects of verbal notification in dealing with wearing improper hijab for the current year. Following growing number of deaths due to accidents at work in the country, the work accidental death in the last year has increased by 1.19% compared to the previous year. According to Hossein Tamini, a member of Parliamentary Health Committee, the health departments have not fully overseen the blood being used for patients, indicating that majority of blood bags are non-standard. As a result, a number of thalassemia and hemophilia patients are suffering with serious physical illness. Mohammad Reza Lotfi, an Iranian musician who had a concert in city of Behbahan, was cancelled by the Iranian Department of Cultural and Islamic Guidance of the city. Few days prior to this, his other concert was cancelled in city of Andishmeshk. The sentences of Masoud Kurdpur and Khosrow Kurdpur was extended to another 2 months. Khosrow Kurdpur ended his hunger strike following the request by his family and friends. Ayatollah Asadullah Amini, a representative of Velayat Faqih in Fars province, has stated that following the Islamic rules and regulation in the city, planning is a must. He called a number of people in the city tramps are living in parks. According to reports received, the situation of the prisoners in Salmas prison are extremely serious. Extensive usage of the capacity of the prison has put the inmates in a harsh condition and in an environment lacking from any basic human facilities, to a point that some prisoners sleep by the entrance of toilets. Prisoners are deprived of treatment of their illnesses, and all acute diseases have been treated by just giving painkillers. Hossein Mirbahari, a member of Street Children Rights Organization, stated, due to severe economical situation, a great number of children have become informal market workforce. Afghan authorities announced that the Iranian border forces opened fire on a group of 300 Afghan illegal immigrants who were trying to cross borders at night, killing at least 10 Afghans. On Thursday, the 14th of May, Amir Reza Peyman Arefi, a political prisoner who was deported to Masjid Suleiman prison, despite doctors' recommendation for him to be hospitalized for operation, he was operated on Masjid Suleiman infirmary of the prison.